Hey, how you doing? Key Innes, Key Creative Studio, Master Drawing Japan. Let's make a point to draw every day. Um, I'm gonna do something a little bit, well, not quite so different, but I will be, in terms of the content, but the media is gonna be a little bit different today. I'm gonna be drawing with a water soluble pencil here, and it's a sanguine color. And the paper that I'm using today, this is stone paper. Okay, so I want to talk about like how to draw like the male torso. Okay, so you know when drawing like any torso, right? I think that the torso is great in terms of understanding matters of like weight and relationships to other parts of the body. It's like really just to start with the torso, because the torso like says so much in terms of communicating like what the figure is doing. Okay. Now I'm sorry, I'm hoping this is showing up. I'm hoping I won't have to up the contrast. Um, but I'm hoping. But another thing, you guys, when you draw, generally, you really should be drawing like very very lightly, when you start. You don't want to like box yourself in like with like hard lines and things like that, because you'll end up like erasing all day. Okay. All right. So in terms of the torso, okay, so we have like the rib cage, okay, you have the head here, the opening of the neck is here. I always tell all my students, please make sure like the opening of the neck, the rib cage is small. Do not make that too big. All right. You don't want to like draw like the outside muscles. Draw like the innermost structure, which I guess you can say is like the spine that's going in, and then you build the muscles around that. Okay. All right. Another great thing in terms of the torso, of course, we have the the stretch and the squash relationship here, right? Okay. Other part of the iliac crest. Okay. Landmarks when I draw. Okay. I use the pit of the neck. The clavicle is a big one for me. It's in the front anyway. Okay. Um, the end of the sternum, which is about here. Okay. And then you have the 10th rib. It's about here. Okay. So if you guys ever get any confused at all, all right, pit of the neck, clavicle, sternum, okay, going down to the 10th rib here like that. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So once I have like the general gesture down, which is just somebody like sitting here, right? Um, and kind of like leading. You know what? Let me change to a little better. Leading forward. So now, see what I'm talking about. You know, see, I wanted to adjust this head a little bit more, like to come forward a little bit more, have a little be a little bit more dramatic. If I made these up my first lines too heavy, I would have to do a little bit more work, to correct that. Okay. So anyway, gesture. Make sure that the gesture is informed by rhythm. Okay, you want to contain that. volume, like this. Okay. Another volume. Okay. Keep everything general in the beginning. Okay. We can get into um, uh, we will get into the details later. Okay. Um, here we have the pubic arch that goes out and then comes back in here, like towards the center, like where the belly button would be. Okay. Again, major landmark here is like you have like um, the top of the um, iliac crest, which is like the hip bone, like you touch in front of you, and then you have like two muscles that come out from here. Okay. You have the sartorius muscle, which actually um, yeah, it comes out here and then it goes all the way, believe it or not, it goes like all the way like down into actually your um, your tibula. Actually it goes all the way down here, and then on the other side you have the tensor fasciae latae. sounds like sounds like coffee latte, but it's the tensor fasciae latae that is there. Okay. Same relationship you have over here, generally speaking. Okay. You have the sartorius muscle coming out here like this. And then on the other side, yeah, you have like the tensor fasciae latae. Sometimes I will admit I get confused sometimes because the tensor fasciae latae actually goes all the way down the side of your thigh, and then it joins into the iliotibial band. This is a very large um, development of what do you call it? Sorry, white muscle. Okay, like tendinous kind of muscle, and it goes all the way down, down the side of your thigh here. Okay. Okay. Now I want to make this a man. Okay, so I want to now I'm gonna try to make him look a little bit heroic or strong. So I have like the center of my neck here, and then I build like the muscle around it. That's how I do it. Okay. Um, you have the deltoid muscle coming out here like that. Okay. Um, the um, your pectoralis muscle actually comes in here from your clavicle, and then like asserts into like below like your deltoid. Okay. And that comes in here like that, and then attaches to the sternum. Okay. Basically speaking. Okay. Okay. Same relationship here, but he's turning away, so we're not gonna see that insertion on this side. Okay. All right. So another thing, this has been a little bit helpful for me. When you draw like the rib cage, okay, um, relatively speaking, of course, we can talk about design and all that kind of stuff, but you want to kind of like start off with it being a little bit small. You don't want like just draw like these big muscles, and then like try like to figure out like what's underneath it, you know, that way. I start from the inside, and I build out like that. For example, I don't the muscle that is on top of the rib cage, coming from the back, is the latissimus muscle, right? The lat muscles, right? You know, that's the muscle that that makes like the heroic looking guys, you know, Bruce Lee or whoever, makes it look like they have like wings or something like that. Okay. Just a simple volume for the bicep here, okay? But he's turning away, so this is coming out like that, okay? And it's coming like that. By the way, you know, and I will talk to you guys later to like how I hold my pencil, and I know this pencil is very small looking, but for people, you know, who are kind of like they're new at drawing, I know this might be very off-putting. You know, I remember I was trying to teach person that was very close to me, like, you know, how to draw, and yeah, I said, okay, well, you know, first of all, you know, we got to show you like how to hold the pencil properly. And when I held it like that, the person, I don't want to hold it like that. She panicked because like she was so used to, you know, holding it like a writing instrument, not a drawing instrument. You know, this is like for writing, right? You know, when you move like your fingers, or you know, this sort of thing. That's from a fixed point, and you're doing like um, very controlled lines, like for very specific graphic detail. You know, um, this when you hold it like that, this is an instrument for drawing, and you know, this is to create graphic volumes, right? As opposed to like just like, you know, like graphic characters and things like that. Okay. So, oops. So let me bring this across here. Let me bring this down a little bit more. Let me bring this down a little bit more. There we go. All right. Good, good, good. So, just things I'm going along the way here. All right. Let me do something about this head here. Okay. All right. So like how to draw the head. There's no one set way. The main thing you want to do is just like you want to like get a volume there, you know, that is clear and understandable, because you know we're gonna change it anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. Okay, just so that you got something that resembles the overall volume. Okay. Ears here. Okay. All right. Rule. Okay. Eyes are in the center of the head. Okay. Eyebrow is generally on top of that. The brow area is definitely on top of that. Okay. Nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. Okay. Mouth is halfway between the bottom of the nose and the chin. All right. And I know that that's something that always gets people, like, you know, like, you know, how to how to measure out the head properly. Okay. So you see how I'm holding my pencil now? I'm holding it like very tight because I'm trying to get like this small detail in here. So obviously, you know, I need to be more precise, right? Everything else that I've been doing, you know, has been relatively general, actually, you know, to create like volumes. Okay. Okay. From the back of the ear, bring this down, you know, the jaw, and coming down like that. Okay. All right. From behind the ear, you have this inserting into the what do you call it? The clavicle, and you have like the other thing on the other side, coming like that. Okay. I really hope this is showing up, guys, because uh, I know this light might be a little bit bright. Oh, another landmark for me is the oblique muscles. Oblique muscles are also, it's a good one, and that sits on top of the iliac crest. So that goes up into the torso like that. Okay. All right. And then you have this flesh coming out here like this. All right. So, another cool thing about, like, drawing the torso, okay, which is, okay, you have like, you have like this stretch on one side, meaning like, there's less compression on this side, right? And then you have the compression on this side. And what I like about this, particularly, like, you show this like in the male figure, you can show a lot of like strength and power in terms of like, all this all this musculature, that we have like going on in here. This is like what you see like in the for those of you who know your art, um, your famous art pieces, you have like you have this like with the Belvedere torso, which I believe is a Roman copy of an ancient sculpture. I believe it's supposed to be Hercules or Ajax. Some people say it's Hercules, but I think maybe it's Ajax. But anyway, if you see, like, look up, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Belvedere torso. And then you see it's actually, I think it's sitting in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, my hometown. Okay. But yeah, I mean, when you see it, there's all this like really great power that you could see, from that squash and stretch relationship in the male figure. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. We have our. Let me put it this way. Maybe a little bit better. So right, we have the condyles of the thigh here. Okay. And then you have the patella. It's like roughly around here. And then you have like the kneeling point that sits on top of the tibula. Okay. So you get this kind of triangle relationship going down like that. This comes in like this. And chum chum. Okay. And okay. Make this a little bit clearer. In terms of what's happening at the patella, so that you have this muscle. I'm forgetting the name. It's the vastus medius. It's coming out here, and I think in the middle is the rectus femoris. Vastus. Yeah, vastus femoris, and then rectus femoris, and then vastus lateralis is on this side here. Okay. Make this a little bit better. Bring this in. Bring this out. Okay. All right, I'll come back to that. Okay. What's happening? Oh, here. So from the neck, you have the trapezius, and it's fitting in like that. I'll make them look a little bit strong, so I'm gonna bunch it up just a little bit, just to make them look strong. That's going in like that. Okay. And here, like, you have the serratus muscles coming down like that, almost like tiger stripes or something. Okay. Okay. Here's the that vastus medius is coming here. Sorry. Oops. My mistake. Sorry. It's up here. Sorry. I made a mistake here. All right. Here we go. All right. Show. Okay. That's the sartorius going down here and then fitting down in there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Not done yet. Not done yet. Yes. Right. Try to make this guy look kind of strong or whatever. By the way, when I was drawing this, I was thinking, like, maybe, like, drawing some sort of Tarzan looking character or something like that, but I don't know. I'll just pretend it's some Greek, Greco-Roman hero or whatever. So give him a beard. Okay. All right. Do my best to try to make him look tough. Maybe it's Odysseus or someone like that. And for those who are into that sort of stuff, there's been a lot of buzz about Christopher Nolan, the director, doing the Odyssey, and it sounds to me, the way he's casting it, most likely it's going to be anachronistic. It has to be, in terms of the way he's casting it, or animated. I don't know, but I hope he does it right, because if he doesn't, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be not happy. But Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors, so I'm pretty sure he kind of knows what he's doing. Okay. Another famous, great depiction of the torso is Laocoon, which is a statue based on a story from the Trojan War, about a priest who tried to warn everybody that the Trojan horse was a setup, and of course nobody believed him, and to make matters worse, the gods sent snakes down to punish him. Anyway, the point is that the Laocoon is it's a very, very powerful, very, very powerful looking piece of work. And So if you want to see like a good torso for like reference, I also I recommend that as well, you know, to reference that. Trying to make this guy look tough. You know, he looks a little bit too character like for me. You know what? I think maybe it's because of that eye. Change that eye a little bit. Looks a little bit too. In this case, maybe just a little bit too. Um, There we go. All right. Good. All right. So, all right. So here we have navel area here. Then you have like this fold coming down here like that. I did too much. Sorry. All right, we gotta be honest here. So it's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in, and then like that. Okay. And then you have this coming in like that. And I don't want him to look like fat either. Don't want that to happen either. I don't want to give like the wrong kind of impression. Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think I got the basic idea here. All right. Good. All right. So what we're gonna do with the rest of this drawing, because like I said, I'm not quite done yet. So and that. Getting point. Okay. Like that. Like that. Not get too crazy here. And there we go. Chest muscle coming out like that. Boom. Chest muscle like that. Boom. Okay. There we go. And let me do something about this hair. Boom. Okay. Again, you know, whenever you want to like show strength, you know, the areas like where the muscles are inserting, you know, you want those areas like to have like the strongest value. And then so you can make those areas a little bit darker, makes it look stronger. Okay. All right, I'm saying it's okay. Sorry guys, I'm like talking and drawing. By the way, typically speaking, okay, since you people, you kids are in this new age of internet or whatever, um, you know, when you're drawing, you really shouldn't be doing anything else but drawing. Okay, you really shouldn't be. Um, you know, when you draw, you should be drawing. Don't shouldn't be talking. You really shouldn't be like listening to music and stuff like that. I mean, if you're really trying to understand, like and have control like over what you're doing. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. And where are we? Let me bring this down just a tad. Okay. That. And something like that. This guy's head is a little bit big. Maybe it's a little bit big. You can forgive me for that. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it though. Come in like this, and this just inserts in here like that, and then you have that. Okay. My favorite thing, you have like this little bone here, which is the part of the what do you call it? The shoulder girdle, which is the scapular coming from the back, meeting with the clavicle, and yeah, meeting with the clavicle and the humerus. Okay, all right. I think we have a little bit of something here, okay? But wait, there's more. Okay. And I hope this video hasn't gone too long. 1 second. Skin, that's the oblique, and trying not to overdo it. And another bit of advice, guys, yeah, less is definitely more sometimes, okay? So don't overdo it. Just think about his go. Mhm. Jump, jump. This comes out. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. All right. I'm kind of noodling at this point. So, one of the things you can do um, when you're working like with water soluble media is that you can use it like to add a little bit of tone to it. Almost like you're when you do like watercolors and things like that. Yeah. Don't. Okay. Okay. All right. Put something here. Like that. Okay. So yeah, I'm working with this stone paper, which is great. Um, but mm, um, the water media like tends to like just like sit on top of it. Just it's all right, but a little nervous, and I don't want it to you know, smear unnecessarily, anything like that. Okay. I guess I'll put a little bit here, and a little bit of something here, and something here, and put that there. Slow down, don't rush. It's not advice, for you guys, when you draw, do not rush. Take your time. Um, speed drawings are BS. BS, and it's waste of time. Waste of time, and can also be like a waste of talent. Meaning, that you could really be maximizing your talents much better by not worrying about speed and stuff like that. That stuff only counts like when somebody's paying you money for it. Okay. All right. That. That. Okay. And think that might do for now. Want to keep it simple. Not trying to go crazy with this. I'm not trying to take over the world with this right now. Let me see. I think this might be good actually. I might stop here. Yep, actually I think I am gonna stop here because I don't wanna waste too much time or whatever. But you got but you got the general gist here, okay? In terms of like the torso, all right. It's always good like to show like a stretch and compression. All right, that's how you get, the feeling of like weight, depth, and volume. Okay. What else? When you lay things in, okay, just once you get your gesture, once you get like the general the gesture and make sure it has a nice rhythm to it, then you add your volumes on top of that. And then from there, you can, you refine after that. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop here. Maybe I'll play with this a little bit more, but I'll spare you guys having to watch that. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. If you got any like questions about like any of this, anything like wasn't clear, if you got like any requests, stuff like that, please let me know. Okay. All right. See you next time. All right. Bye.